There you are. What's happening?
Working through my beer right now.
Excellent. What number beer is this for you, sir?
This would only be one right now, because I was on a phone call with my pop, and he was laughing at me for wearing a Yankees cap and calling me a fag.
Well, that's what fathers are for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So tell the folks the story about you being at the bar with a Yankees cap on.
You want me to tell you a story about it?
Well, what brought you to wear a Yankees cap to the actual bar?
Who brought the Yankees cap?
Why are you wearing it?
It's John. He's with me right now.
So he forced you to wear this Yankee cap. Why?
Oh, he didn't force me. I lost a terrible bet. And
Okay.
that's the reason why I'm wearing this Yankees cap. Pretty much what happened was John and I made a bet prior to the World Series starting that if the Phillies won or the Yankees won, whoever was the loser, you had to wear the opposing team and buy drinks for the night. Phillies were my team, the Yankees were John's team, both are fans of each, and I got destroyed in Game 6, and now I'm not happy wearing a Yankees cap and buying John alcohol all night.
And this is John from the league. Like
John,
I'm still.
it's John, man. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
How you doing? So he has no idea that the night before I just fucking peed and didn't it, just let it sit out in the sun and dry up.
Oh.
So now he's wearing it. He thinks it's just worn down. It's actually just been abused.
That's pretty disgusting.
Well, that's what happens when you're a Phillies fan. You know, I mean, you don't fuck with the Yankees, right?
Well, if you're a Philly fan, you're kind of used to living in filth too, right?
Oh my God, you did, right?
I don't know.
You used to live in Philly, you said?
No, I said if you're a Philly fan, you're used to living in filth.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, one time I visited my buddy at Temple University, and he was like, "Hey, let's go have a cigarette." We walked outside, and he was like, "Just put this huge rock in your pocket." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He immediately realized that rock was so necessary to have, because everyone has to ask me for some sort of drug or crack or wanted a date or something like that. So Philly is probably the worst place in the earth, and it makes people like Steve. So that's proven right there.
Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia sounds bad, but I don't like Canada. Canada sounds horrible, so, like, that's got to be number one.
Should be some kind of sub-province of Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, tell everybody to look up sub-province, too, because that's probably worse.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Alright, here's the...
Alright.
You know...
Well, I didn't know we were going to have I'm Still Yanking on the show today. That's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, John.
So,
he's sitting back down now enjoying the beer that I'm buying him right now.
very nice. Now, is there a limit to the amount of beers that you have to buy him, or no?
Pretty much it's a $100 cap, so I owe him $100 in alcohol. But that could exceed or exceed, I guess, depending on how much he wants to drink. So if the night keeps on going on and how drunk I get, it could, you know, go a lot further, which I wouldn't be too happy about. Tomorrow morning, because I probably won't remember it tonight.
Alright, nothing wrong with that. When the podcast is over here, I'm going to have to play you guys the song I wrote for Bolin's mom. I think you guys will enjoy it.
What's up?
When we're done here, I'm going to have to play you the Bolin's mom song that I wrote today, so I think you'll enjoy it.
I can't wait for that song.
Yeah, it'll be on the podcast, but I'll give you guys a little sneak preview after the show, so.
I'm excited.
Well, anything else going on, sir? We're out having a big night of drinking. What else is going down? You have a good week?
I had an okay week. Pretty much it consisted of my computer being totally incapacitated due to the link that you sent me to watch the league, the second episode. So my computer died, and Tommy had to set me up with a sweet new dual screen kind of setup. And I'm looking good now. Everything's going swimmingly. Other than that, it's been a whole bunch of trade talk, and Tommy he screwed me on multiple trades this week.
Very nice. There's some kind of trade going down between Ali and Bolin right now that Bolin just called me about. So something with Randy Moss and a bunch of other people, so that could be exciting.
Oh, I'm very excited. So we do have a special guest right now, actually kind of a celebrity from the areas over here in Midtown, and we have Mike Cannon. And Mike Cannon would like to get on his podcast. If you don't mind, Scott, it is Mike Cannon. What's up, dude? I'm on some kind of radio thing?
Yes, exactly. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I am quite the celebrity. I recently got booed off of an RCC community college alumni comedy event. That was pretty good for the old ego.
Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with a little publicity now and then.
I told a blowjob joke within the first 40 seconds. Apparently, 55-year-olds and plus do not enjoy fellatio jokes.
Well, see, I was under the impression that you're never too old for a good fellatio joke, but I guess that's not correct.
Dude, I mean, we are soulmates, apparently, because I thought the same, and then the second comedian, who was like 55 years old, came on, started telling colonoscopy jokes, which to me are quite, a bit different and a little more gross. Fellatio is pleasant, colonoscopies seem a little invasive. I figured, yes, but it's apparently necessary, what John says.
Well, I would much rather hear about a blowjob myself, but I mean, that's just me, so.
Wait, you'd rather a blowjob than a colonoscopy?
Well, I'd rather hear a joke about a blowjob than a colonoscopy.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, because the procedure, I'm not really entirely sure which one I'd rather. This is getting awkward, though. I really wish you would laugh at some of the things I would say.
My fault. You got to be more funny. You're going to get booed off this podcast, and if you get booed off this podcast, I mean, that's just like the lowest point that you could possibly be, and then your ego would just be shattered completely.
I've been at lower points than getting booed off of a podcast. I've been at a open mic called Maui Taco here in New York City, which is at the bottom of a low-grade Mexican restaurant, and I got quite a few boos and audible gasps at that place. So I don't think this is really rock bottom for me. I think we got a ways to go.
So what is the crowd like in the basement of a Mexican restaurant?
The crowd actually in the basement of a Mexican restaurant are, as you would possibly guess, quite a few buck boys. But there's also a bunch of a very, very bitter, I would say, failed comedians. Not failed, but I guess up-and-coming failed comedians such as myself. Those that are doing it for three years or so that are really just, hating everything about life and all that it has to offer.
Well, that would not be a crowd I would want to be a part of.
Absolutely. Here's your boy back.
All right.
Thanks for having me on.
Good to have you, sir.
All right, Mike Cannon, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I'm back.
Well, it certainly has been an interesting little podcast we have ourselves going here.
Yeah, well, I figured I hit 20 minutes, so I kind of might as well go for the 30. Oh,
dear Lord. I still have to upload the video and edit. I got too much to do. We got Illinois basketball in less than 2 hours, man. Come on, you're killing me here.
You're going to have a lot of work there, Scotty. Sorry about that, buddy.
It'll just get put off till tomorrow because that's just the way it's going to be. So,
anything else you need to cover for it tonight?
I don't know. You're picking your own team, I'm guessing, to win this week?
I'm coming up against John. I'm not going to be as overzealous as I was with bowling team. I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm going to spank them.
Yeah, because that didn't work out too well.
Because that was a close game with bowling. Bowling, hats off to you, buddy. Great. It's a great game. Peyton didn't come through for me. But for this upcoming week, yeah, I'm still picking myself to win it. No question. You're talking about the number one in the league, going all the way to the championship and winning it all. I'll say that right now, no problem. And I'll take John now, no problem. You're going to go 8-2.
Well, just so you know, I picked you but Alex went with John, so.
Yeah, I saw that. Alex put together a great video. But he's delusional. Love the PSA, but he's delusional.
He's certainly delusional. The part I didn't like in the podcast where there was just that yellow Jeep on the screen for what seemed like 8 minutes. And no one was talking, and it was just the yellow Jeep on the screen forever. I don't know.
Yeah, but what makes the positive of that is that it's not that girl in the beginning. Who I would like to see naked, just put it on YouTube already. I need something to enjoy at work. Can't take that. So, Alex, man up, who cares? Put it up there and let's get this going.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to happen because it's going to be yanked so quick. I mean, I put a little something about a dick in a box on my video, and that was gone in 2 seconds, so. I don't know. All right, well, that's all I got. I'm going to keep it under 10 minutes so I don't have to do as much work.
All right, well, you can always give me a call back later if you want to check in on how drunk I am and how angry I am.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Take care, buddy.
All right, I'm going to end the podcast. Stay on the phone for a second, all right? All right.
All right, good.
I don't know if you heard me or not, but that's the end of this. Later.